So let's take George Reitz, for example. He's an Army veteran, a father from California, trying to go to work. He said he was tear gassed and held for 3 days without charges. Is he lying?
Sir, ICE wasn't involved in that arrest, sir.
Were you mistaken when you said that no U.S. citizen is subject to immigration enforcement?
No, sir.
Well, who's lying, you or him?
Sir, I'm speaking for the men and women of ICE in my operation. I didn't arrest that individual, sir.
But the facts contradict what you said. Will you admit that you don't know, for example, about Alaya Rahman, a disabled woman from Minneapolis? She came to this hearing. She testified before our Spotlight forum, violently dragged from her car, detained without medical attention until she passed out. Is she lying, or are you lying?
No, sir, she's not lying.
Well, then you were mistaken when you said no U.S. citizen has been detained.
No, sir, I said no U.S. citizen subject to immigration law and deportation or removal. ICE does
Well, that's
detain.
a circular argument. She wasn't subject to immigration law because she's a U.S. citizen, but she was detained, and that contradicts directly, as does your statement applied to Miramar Martinez, who was almost killed, shot 7 times by CPP agents. It is true of Diana Figueroa, who told us she was violently dragged from her car after dropping her son at school, thrown into a van, also detained. Is she lying?
No, sir. So to say that we're lying is
I
incorrect,
asked you
sir.
first whether you were mistaken when you said that no U.S. citizen, I'm quoting, is subject to immigration
Correct, sir.
enforcement.
Enforcement is an arrest, removal.
I would call that misconduct enforced by your agents.
When Richard Blumenthal begins his questioning, he very deliberately grounds the conversation in something bigger than immigration law. He brings it back to the United States Constitution, specifically the Fourth Amendment.